is a true story about a boy named Ben, who I met when I was teaching in the art department. Ben was a student who didn't want to work on his assignment, as many of the students didn't want to participate. They were not academically inclined, and so they were pushed off to the VOTEC and left there to do whatever they want to do. I took on the challenge of these students to help them. Many of them had very troubled backgrounds. One of the students I invited to go with us to our softball team when I was director of Christian education and youth ministry at our local congregation. And Ben had excellent drawing skills, but the only thing he would draw were rocks out in space. But he drew them so well with a pencil that it seemed you could almost pick them off the paper. He was that good of an artist, but he refused to draw anything but that. He was not a person to have a lot of friends. I thought, well, youth group might be a really good place for him to be able to interact with other kids that wouldn't make fun of him and would include him. Our team was really incredible. We played against the other churches in the area. We won most of our games. After we would win a game, we would get together and go for ice cream. All of a sudden, I'm looking for Ben, and he's nowhere to be found. We're waiting for him in the car. So I'm like, I need to go look for this kid. I found him way out in the field on a park bench, and I sat down next to him. And we had a long conversation because he shared with me that he was planning to take his life, that was his goal following this particular softball game. And I don't remember the details because I know oftentimes God gives me the words to say. They're not from me. I just let God use me as a vessel. And the beautiful thing was he decided that his life was worth saving and keeping, and he didn't want to end it. So he came back with me and we all went for ice cream and was a changed student after that day. He would do any assignment he was asked to do. And in fact, there was a contest for the pagoda landmark. And one of my other students, that was a real problem that I took under my wing. She came in first place and Dan second. So I was so proud of him. After he graduated and I left the school to pursue seminary,
So good to hear from you.
he called me every year on the anniversary of that day for at least the next 15 years. He would tell me his progress, how he was working full time and he had a family, he got married, he had children. It was so wonderful hearing his voice and knowing that everything turned out well for him.